Yes, I think the activity did facilitate collaboration between participants from different backgrounds. For example, the majority of participants were higher education students, and between those students, we had a variety of different educational backgrounds. So, for example, we had representation from computer science engineers and also students from journalism as well, and also those studying education. We also had participation from non-higher education students. So we also had the involvement of educators, teachers, innovators, and entrepreneurs in the education space. So between the teams, within each team of our hackathon, there was a good mix of different backgrounds and different different educational settings. In the hackathon, the teams were given the challenge of developing solutions that address the issues of online learning. So online learning being, of course, a very relevant topic these days in the current pandemic. And since the event was a little targeted towards students, educators, and innovators interested in education, the innovation of the event was providing a space for students and educators to innovate solutions that were personally relevant to them and how they experience online education. Hosting the event in an online space was a major challenge. So hackathons are already an intensive activity in a physical setting, and this intensity was heightened in an online setting. So for example, it is tiring for participants to be online for extended periods, and therefore we had to make sure to establish breaks so to not wear our participants out. Opportunities to socialize and network were also difficult to establish in an online setting, and these things are also key components of a hackathon. So unfortunately, these things were difficult to achieve in an online setting. Yes, many of the innovations are transferable to other fields. So first of all, some of the innovations generated from our hackathon were in the first place inspired from innovations in other contexts. And one very interesting characteristic of many of the innovations our teams produced is that they often were targeted towards the missing social dimension of online learning, which is an important element of all types of online communication these days, not only in terms of education. So the solutions and the innovations our teams developed could be applicable to areas of online working as well. Some of the innovations also incorporated elements of customization so that their innovations were adapted to the individual users. So in that sense, the innovations were also flexible and adaptive.
Yes, it definitely did. I really liked the opportunity that we could collaborate in a team that is so diverse with different backgrounds from different fields of experience or different working experience in general. And it definitely helped also developing a new approach to the problem of online learning, because sometimes it's really hard to generate different perspectives on such a topic when you're only in your field of experience, and I really like that. Yeah, for sure. Especially in times of COVID, online learning has become so much more present, and I think this was very relevant for today. I really liked the ideation session where we could learn different ways of approaching a problem by design thinking. And it definitely gave me some new tools, how to work in a diverse team, and definitely learned something from that. Well, like Learning Buddy is an app that would bring together people from different fields of experience, from different expertises. And so I think it's applicable to other disciplines as well, but it evolves around the idea of online learning. So yeah.